Yes, I want to.
Got it.
Okay. Good morning, Sucky. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing pretty well. What about you, Debbie?
Not too bad. These earbuds are going to be the death of me. I was just curious. Do you have a long weekend coming up? I know it's tomorrow's Good Friday, and do you have a little break from school, or yeah?
Yeah, Friday. So for Good Friday, no school. So I'll probably go away and see some family and friends.
Oh, good. You get a little break.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited.
Good. Yeah, I bet. Do you have a lot of homework to bring with you, or?
Trying to get it done before I leave today.
Yeah.
So I don't have to worry about it.
All right. Well, then let's get to it so that you have more time to do your homework. So tell me why you came in today.
Yeah, I've just been feeling pretty down. I had a phone call with my dad earlier this week, and he just directly confronted me about me not calling my half sister as much as I used to. Very guilty from that call, and that I just overall just wasn't a good sister and daughter. I felt like he was disappointed in me because of my lack of being attentive to her.
That must have been very hard for you to hear, especially from your dad.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to be taking some notes while we chat, just to keep myself on track, so you know what it is that I'm doing. So
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
So with that in mind, what are you hoping that this session will do for you today?
That's a good question. Well, I would like to not feel guilty, but I also feel a lot of pressure from my dad, so I don't really want to feel that too. So I guess I just maybe want some more peace in knowing that I can just do what I can, and that's enough, I guess.
Okay. So you would like to not feel guilty. You'd like to not feel pressure.
Yeah.
And you'd like to feel peace. That's your main thing, is that you would like to feel peace about the effort that you're putting in with your half sister. What's her name?
Her name's Isabella.
Isabella. Okay. So and you said he called you earlier this week. That's kind of when this started for you. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So has he done this before? Has he called you and called you out for something else before, or maybe even the same thing?
I think so, but it wasn't to this degree.
Okay, so this kind of felt intense.
It did, yeah.
Yeah. Let me ask a quick question, just to kind of give you and I a framework here. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being this is the worst that he has made you feel or that you have felt after a conversation, and 10 is I have felt the best after a conversation. You know, where would you be on that scale after this particular interaction?
Right after the interaction? Yeah, I was feeling
or
pretty
even
bad.
today, how are you feeling about it right now?
With 10 being the best?
Yeah.
With 10 being the best. I guess more right in between, at a 5 probably.
At a 5.
Right after the call, I was crying and upset and probably at a 4, but now I guess I'm feeling a little better, but still kind of down.
Sure, that makes sense. But you're moving in the right direction, right? We want to see you go to a 10. So
yeah,
at least
I guess
you're moving in the right direction. Yeah, okay. Is there something that you could think of that you could do to get yourself to maybe even a 6?
What would help? That's a good question. Maybe really just reminding myself that I'm doing what I can. I have a lot on my plate. I still care. Instead of just filling my mind with those negative thoughts and guilt and that I'm not good enough.
Yeah, that actually sounds like a really positive, helpful thing that you can do, I would say, that you come up with a great solution, right? So when he said those things to you that you weren't making an effort, did you feel like that was true?
I did feel like,
okay,
for the most part I did, but at the same time there was a defensive part of me that was like, well, I do well for the most part, I feel like, and I can't do everything, but I still did feel guilt, for the most part.
Okay. So there was some truth to that statement. But at the same time, you feel like you are doing some of the things that you can do.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
So do you feel like you could be or should be doing more with Isabella?
Well, when you ask it like that, I feel like there's not really too much more I can do. At first, I really think that I should, and I'm like just putting a lot of pressure on myself too. My dad's putting pressure on me, and I'm putting pressure on myself. But really, I don't have to, and I could just reach out when I can, maybe.
Yeah. So you feel like you are doing what you can do with her at this particular stage.
So. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I can't do everything.
Right. Yeah. Is there anybody else in your life? I know you have other siblings, or maybe a grandparent. Is there anybody else that notices that you're doing what you can with her, or?
Even though my brothers and sisters don't call and reach out, they know that maybe I'm like the representative for them. So they know that I do what I can to reach out.
So they notice that you make an effort.
They notice, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So other people notice, but it just seemed like your dad thought you weren't making an effort, even though other people know that you are making an effort, and you know that you're making the effort that you can make.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Okay. Is there, so the reason that he called was that he noticed that there was not much of an effort being made. Has something happened that you went from making this amount of effort that seemed okay to your dad to now not making an effort according to your dad? Did something happen in between there?
I don't think anything specific, just being busy with school and sports and just community here, other responsibilities. I wasn't forgetting about her, not really.
Would it be fair to say that it's not been your intention to not reach out to her? It's just you're in a season of busyness that makes it not as feasible to make an effort?
Yeah, you're right. That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
Okay. So you're not intentionally not calling her?
Yeah, I'm not. No, I'm not. She's just a little girl. I don't want to do that to her. I'm not trying to avoid her. Yeah.
Yeah. So is there another, when your dad called, how would you have liked to have felt after that phone call?
That's a great question. Well, I guess I'll just go back to just feeling peace. I think it's okay to feel a little bad, but maybe not all of that guilt is probably not helpful. So maybe instead just just accepting myself and my effort instead of letting his words tear me down and make me feel worse.
Yeah. That's nobody likes to feel guilt and feeling really bad about themselves, especially if you know that you are making the effort that you can make, right?
Yeah.
And so, nobody likes that feeling. So I'm just curious, do you think there's something you could do to make more of an effort with her at this stage? Or do you really feel like, okay, right now, the truth is I'm doing the best that I can?
I guess the second thing that you said, that I feel like I am for the most part doing the best that I can. So of course we could always do a little more, but I don't think it's helpful for me to put that much pressure on myself. It's not, I just feel worse about myself.
Yeah. Is that something you could tell your dad?
Oh, yeah, I guess so. I didn't even think about that.
Maybe just having
Yeah.
a phone call with him and just explaining this is a really busy time with school and sports, and I really feel like I am making the effort, and I'll continue to make efforts as I can. Do you think that's something you could talk to him about?
Yeah, that's a good idea. And I didn't do that. I just felt so attacked in
Sure.
that phone call and just so upset that I just didn't say anything. I kind of just froze up. But I could try to just be honest with him and just express that I do care and that I do want to be there for my family. I'm in a busy time and I just hope he understands.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Well, that sounds like, a small step you could take maybe toward not feeling all the pressure, like just really being able to explain yourself to him. And so that, I mean, you can't prevent him from calling you out again, right? Like, even if you said all this to him, that doesn't mean he's not going to call you out again. But, making this maybe small step would be something for you to be, you know what, if he does that again, I've just explained to him that I've done what I can. And I know the truth, which is that you are doing what you can at this time in your life, right? So I wonder if that might be a small thing that you could do for yourself.
It does sound like a small little step that I could take. Yeah.
Okay. So I see that our time is kind of coming to a close here. So before I let you go, I just wanted to kind of bring this to a conclusion, or just kind of wrap it up and summarize a little bit that, your dad called you at the beginning of the week and kind of called you out for not making an effort with your sister Isabella, and you really felt guilty about that. You felt pressure from that.
Yeah.
And what you want to have happen is you want to not necessarily feel the pressure. You don't want to feel guilty. You would like to feel peace about the effort that you are making. And it sounds to me that you are making the effort that you can. So the truth is you are making efforts as you can make them. And maybe a small way you can help yourself is to communicate that to your dad, that you are doing what you can. And really the reaction is it's on him now, right? Because you've explained yourself and you can't control his reaction to that, but you've told him the truth. And I think just telling him the truth is going to help you have peace about the effort that you are making with Isabella. Does that sound like a summary of what's happening here?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, that's spot on. Yeah, I think calling my dad would help with that piece, and just knowing I'm being open and honest and just doing what I can.
Okay. All right. Well, I do hope that you have a terrific weekend and that you get your stuff done that you need to get done so that you can actually relax. I hope it goes well for you. So, and I look forward to seeing you again next week.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay. All right. Bye, Swati.
Bye.